Hey folks, back at it. Next video, what to expect for this class. I recorded this video like 3 times because what it was going to be when we signed up for the class and what it is now is something different. So let's just start with let's expect to be flexible. Let's do that, okay? Let's expect to be flexible. So like I said in the video on the homepage, this is like the 500th day of March 2020, and we want to be safe. I don't want to get COVID. I don't want you to get COVID. I don't want anyone in your family to get COVID. So we're just going to roll with what the district is telling us to do right now in terms of how we can, how we can have this class. So the great thing is we were already going to run this class um, in a modality that we're testing out. I'll explain more of that when we meet on Wednesday. So I won't dive into that right now. But let's just talk about what what you can expect every week in this class, or less what you can expect in every module in this class. Okay, so every module, a module is just how I group the information together, how I group the course together. For the most part, the modules are set up in weeks. There are a couple modules that we cover for 2 weeks. So, for instance, I know like cotton we cover for 2 weeks, and we get later into the semester like some synthetic fibers we cover for more than a week. Actually, our next module will cover just the fibers we cover for more than 1 week. So that module will be open for 2 weeks, but there's still specific due dates that you have to take care of. Okay, so when the module opens up, there'll be a video, something like this, talking about what our topic is going to be for that week, and giving you an overview of what you have to read in our textbook. All right, so this is our book, Fabric or Fashion. What you will also be reading in the Swatch book. So the Swatch book has a bunch of samples of fabric that we will be doing a lot of work with the fabric. So the overview video will cover the topic that we're going to cover, give you some highlights, tell you what you need to read, and then give you an overview of the assignments and or activities quiz that we'll have each have for that module. Okay, so typically what you will need to do, the modules will open on Friday. Okay, modules open on Friday. We will be meeting on Wednesday. We will be meeting as long as we need to virtually on Zoom from 9:30 to 10:45 a.m. If we're allowed to go back to campus, we'll be meeting on campus from 9:30 to 10:45 a.m. Okay, and again, let's just roll with we meeting on Zoom for now. Okay, so we'll just roll with that. So modules will open on Friday. So between Friday and when we meet face to face, you will need to read what's in the book. So read what's in the book and review what's in the Swatch book. Review those pages. You will have to view the virtual lecture. So since this is a hybrid class, what hybrid means is 50% of the instruction was going to be online anyway, and 50% was going to be face to face. So you will read the book, review the virtual lecture. So that virtual lecture is going to give you lay a foundation for what we're going to talk about when we see each other on Wednesday. You also are going to complete the discussion board. So the discussion board is, again, you'll need the reading. You need the reading to do that. The discussion board is a prompt. So you will have to have your initial post by Monday, and then you need to respond to 3 of your classmates by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. So you have until after we meet either virtually or face-to-face, but you need to do your discussion board, okay? Then on Wednesdays, when we're together, we will have an additional part of the lecture, and then we're going to be doing some tactile activities together as a group. So that's why the Swatch book is going to be super important, because there are going to be times where I'm going to say, go to page 19 and pull out the nylon with the last stain, pull it out of your Swatch book, and we're going to be doing some actual, testing with the fabric as a group, or some evaluations of the fabric as a group in the virtual environment, having conversations, right? Either about the swatch itself or just about the fiber, the fabric. We talk about color, we'll be doing those types of things. So when we're in class, It's an active class, so we'll be actually doing things in class. And in addition to that, at the end of every Wednesday class, you will have a survey that opens up that will require you to answer some questions based on what we talked about in class that day. Okay, so that is what each week is going to look like. Now, interspersed through that week, so interspersed through the modules, we also have some weeks where you will have a quiz, right? So there will be one at the end of week 3. We have some weeks where we'll be doing a textile evaluation activity where you will take a couple of the textiles that we've talked about. So for instance, when we after we get past wool and talk about luxury animal fibers, I'll have you do some comparing and contrasting of those two different types of fabric. So there's a bigger textile activity that you'll have to do. And then also interspersed in there's a midterm, a final, and a project slash presentation, which is called the designer remix. And we'll dig more into those when we get closer to those. So what the week looks like. Module opens on Friday. So we meet on Wednesday, Friday the module opens. So you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, you have all those days to read the textbook material, to view the virtual lecture that will be posted, and to complete the discussion board, at least your initial post. Hopefully you'll do your initial post and reply to 3 of your classmates, but you have a little bit more time. Then on Wednesday, we will meet via Zoom. We will have a live lecture. We will do some activities with the swatches, and you will have a survey to complete before we leave. So I will give you time in class to complete that survey. Okay, those are all graded activities. And then, like I said, interspersed through there will be some quizzes, some textile evaluation activities, and a couple of exams. When we get to the end of the semester, we will have a project, right? So right now you're thinking like, dang, lady, that's a lot of work. It's not, in all honesty. The fun part is, all of these awesome fabrics that we're gonna get to look at and touch and feel. I have actually that whole bottom shelf over there is all just fabric swatches. So we're gonna be using the Swatch book primarily, but every now and then I'm gonna pull something out of my stash and hold it up, and we'll talk about those too. But it's all doable. It is all doable. Okay, and textiles is one of the most important classes for fashion designers and merchants. As a designer, you'll need this knowledge to help build your collection, and as a merchant, you need this knowledge to help sell this collection or to sell items. It's really important. You're probably in here now like it's not that important, but it really is. It was one of the most important things that I did in my career is having a good understanding of what fabrics, what the properties and characteristics of a fabric were, and how it was going to either work or not work in a design when I was on the buy side. Well, on the buying side and then on the selling side, it just makes you sound like an expert when you can say this is a 80-20 jersey. Like, people don't even know what that means. If you say it, they think you're an expert. So that's what you can expect, okay? Again, this is all doable. We are going to, like I said, I'm going to maintain some flexibility because we're at the mercy of the district. However, the dates are what the dates are, right? So your discussion boards are going to be, your initial post is due on Monday. Your response to 3 of your classmates is due by Wednesday. The exams are due when they're due, right? The textile evaluation activities are due when they're due. So we are going to work on that time management piece. And if you probably haven't gotten to it yet, but there actually is a technique that I offer up to you, and you're going to take how much time does it need survey at the end. So it's really important that we maintain the objectives of the course and the rigor, the seriousness of the course, even in this environment. We can do it. So I'm here for you. I'm here to help you to make your way through. Okay. All right. So you got the what to expect. Dive in to the next video. You're gonna see me at least probably two, 3 more times. You're gonna see me one more time in this outfit though. All right. See you guys on the other side.